Hello, everybody. This is Conversations on Mental Health, and we are with the team of Mind Coach right here. And today's topic is discussion on depression. My first question would be just, is being sad addressed as depression? Because it's mostly used nowadays. So, what is your thought about it?
It's not just being sad. Depression does come with its own baggage. It is a multiple symptoms combined together. That's what we call as major depressive disorder. So it is mostly feeling sad, low moods, dysphoria is what we call it. And it usually comes with lack of sleep, lack of hunger or excessive sleep, changes in schedules, mood changes, irritability, anger, suicidal thoughts. That's what is the, in severe cases of depression, we do see a lot of suicidal thoughts and active suicidal issues as well. So, like I said, and high functioning depression is also what we see, where they are normally carrying out their day-to-day activities and or going to office, workplace, etc. But inside they are sad and they are irritable, could be at home they are angry, all these things, but still they do have a lot of distress. Just being sad cannot be concluded as depression, because it needs to be causing that distress where you're unable to function in all the areas.
Talking about the daily functional activities, as you said. So sometimes it so happens that some people can't even get out of bed and do their, even brushing the teeth would become a difficult task, as we learn. But some people are like, they wake up, they do their stuff, the daily routine and the chores, but there's something happening in the background. And so how can we kind of identify someone with depression?
Yes, the behavioral changes which we are seeing, right? The emotional changes could not be visible to others. How we are feeling on the inside, are you sad on the inside, could not be visible to others around if you are good at masking them, okay? But the behavioral changes are quite visible. Because when you are getting irritable a lot, or we are getting tearful for small things, or you're seeing them that they are not dressing up well like before, self-care takes a big toll when you are depressed. They do not pay much attention to their own self-care, like you just mentioned, brushing, bathing, etc. Those kind of things also take a back step because they don't want to. Most of them, what we have seen, or what my clients have reported to me, is like they would want their rooms all dark and sit in the room all the time, most of the time, not to step out because they don't want to face people. This is what happens. So these kind of behaviors can be noticed by friends and family, isn't it? Now, if you are having a friend who was all fine, and at one point he's getting or she's getting irritated a lot for certain things, or tearful or angry, or you see there's a lot of weight loss or a lot of weight gain and not able to do their office activities, especially if it's a colleague or somebody, if you see that the one who used to perform well in the office is unable to do the tasks or the projects on time, then that's the time we need to question them if they are okay.
What are the causes of depression? What exactly causes depression? Can we have that defined, or is it any way that we can just say this causes depression?
Exactly pinpointing the cause would be difficult. The what cause, because there are various causes of depression. It could be the brain chemistry, brain not producing, or there is an imbalance of the neurotransmitters inside the brain, or could be hormonal imbalance, or could be genetically they are predisposed. They could be carrying those traits from from their parents or grandparents, etc. That is one, genetically predisposed. They could be for mental health issues, okay? Or if they are having a family issue of bipolar or any personality disorders, etc., for them also, those kind of people are also predisposed to depression.
Correct.
And so psychosocial structure around, or any childhood traumas or issues or illnesses that they have been through. These are all the combinations. The surroundings also, the surroundings and the environment that they are in, though they might not have any predisposal to all these things, but they are in an environment which is not healthy, which is not safe or toxic for them. completely maybe could be negative as well. So these kind of environments also would lead to depression. So any of these causes could be it. Identifying after therapy what could be the causes could help them narrow it down.
So I've mostly, heard people after taking therapy being full of gratitude, thanking the therapist a lot, saying you've done magic, I don't know what I've done, I would have done without you, and things like that. So what actually happens in a therapy? Does magic happen?
Depends on how you are thinking or perceiving magic as. It would be, what happens in therapy or counseling would be is, firstly, we explore what the client is going through, what's happening at home, what's happening through his emotions, his personal and at office, what are the things that they are going through, and then identifying if there could be any causes. We do identify the causes where it could be and working on towards it, and also insight into their negative thoughts, like where are they stemming from, how is it happening, and unwinding there, talking about those things, changing the way they are thinking about certain things. Now, if someone feels that, they are very fat and they are into depression because of that, and they don't want to do anything about it, or they tried doing it and nothing was happening.
Right.
So now we identified what is it? Is it just that being fat, or when people are saying it to you, you're feeling it that way? So who is it that's hurting you more? So what are the ways to work on it? These kind of things, because sometimes it could not be possible also that, it might be not very easy for him or her to lose weight. It could be certain health issue, but and they might have accepted that, but there could be people saying it, around the family members or something that could be triggering them. So working around those things, making them realize how it is, and taking matter into their own hands now. That would be what we call it as an action phase.
Okay.
Starting step by step. That's when even the homeworks or everything that comes into
action play. Where they realize what's wrong and then act upon it, something like that.
Yes, we actually make them realize that this is the issue. Let's start working on it, and we will hold your hand until you're doing it.
True.
Okay, the part of it could be you eating healthy, but the next part would be you battling those negative thoughts that you're having inside your head. There are two things. So that's when the homework comes into place that we give. This is what you do this week. This is what it is. And every time we process the negative thoughts along with them in the sessions.
Right.
And how to deal with them. So it's like kind of training that, you do. This is how in future also, if you get certain negative thoughts, you handle it this way.
Right. How can friends and family help directly, to the person if their friends or family member is going through depression? How can they help? Of course, guiding them towards reaching out to a therapist is important, but how else can they be supportive? Any ways that we have?
Okay, if they're very close, like if it's a wife and a husband or parents and children, so most of the time they do accompany them to therapy as well. So, because if they are not willing to come forward, they can accompany them for therapy, like for 1 or 2 sessions until they are comfortable. This is one direct way to help, because most often we do see certain parents, if they are depressed also, they wouldn't want to go through. But if accompanied by their child or by their husband, or very close friend to therapy for 1 or 2 sessions until they are comfortable, would be one direct way of helping. Also, when we have given them tasks or homeworks to do, that time this family, friends support, their support is very important. They can encourage them. So now if I have given you a task of if I've given the client the task of jogging every day or walking every day, okay, or eating healthy, these kind of things, that time somebody beside them, if they are supporting, it would be easy, right? Like, okay, so you have to walk 3 kilometers every day, so I'll accompany you. You have to eat healthy, so let's eat healthy. I'll also change my diet plan for you. So these are certain ways where they can help. Also, if in therapy they have identified the triggers, clients have identified certain triggers, that these are the pointers where it's causing me issue, these are the ones that are diverting me towards the negative thoughts, sharing them with their family members, saying these are my triggers, so can we do something?
Let's not kind of go there, or make me uncomfortable or something like that.
Correct. Yeah, can we, let's help me with these kind of things. Depression is real. It is not just a sadness or some act the person is putting up for attention. This is very important for friends and family to know. When they come up saying that they might be depressed, or when a therapist or a psychologist or a doctor says they might be depressed, I want them to take it seriously and work on it and get timely help, because it cannot go away on its own most of the times and does need help to prevent the severity. So I'd say take care of your health, observe the signs. If you feel somewhere you need help, please reach out for help.
Right. And also ask people around if they're okay. Are you okay is not just a question, but it means a lot.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. That does, and that's increasing now, which I'm surprised, because I do get references for friends, etc., saying that my friend needs help, my sister needs help, I guess, I think this person needs help, what do I do? These kind of questions which we see these days, that actually gives confidence to us that there are people that are looking out for you.
Right.